Likutei Moharan Terevov Kras Yeshua. Now we are actually we are going to explain how all these bechinas that talk about in the pasuk, the picture of the letter Aleph. We have explained yesterday how this principle is embodied in the pasuk that will choose our inheritance, that will defeat nations under our feet, will choose our inheritance, and as Gaon Yaakov is the Shemaim in the middle of the line, in the middle of the Aleph. I understand that I am, again, not being very clear, and anybody who's watching this for the first time is going like, what? What are you talking about? So go watch previous videos, you'll know. Okay, sorry about that. Unbelievable, this guy. I mean, it's like, chutzpah. All right. All right. And now we'll explain how these three bechinas of Yad Be'arim Tachteinu are also alluded to in the Ma'amad Gemara of the three things that Am Yisrael were ordered to do when they come into Eretz Yisrael. This is what they say in the Gemara in Masechet Sanhedrin. Shloshet Dvorim shenitztavu Yisrael, when they came into Eretz Yisrael. The first thing, Shichalu Zaru Shel Amalek, that they should annihilate the offspring of Amalek. This is what we said before. Yad Be'arim Tachteinu will defeat nations under our feet. In other words, to defeat the nations, this also includes the killing of the offspring of Amalek. But the Sheni, and the second thing, Leman Naslei Melech, to appoint for them a Melech, a king. This is Zeh Bechinas, what we said before, Gaon Yaakov. The Melech alludes to Bechina of Yaakov. Ubechinas, this is what we said, Dorach Kochav Yaakov, that the king will come out of Yaakov. So see that Yaakov is a Bechinas Melech. Also, the inner reason in it is Yaakov is a Bechina of Tiferes. He symbolizes the Tiferes, and the king is also the Indian of Tiferes. It's very interesting because that was actually, the insistence of Shimon and Levi, in killing of Shechem ben Hamor, is Yaakov Avinu, essentially said, why did you do it? You're going to annihilate me. And they said, they can't get away with this. They can't do this. They can't get away with this. What was the argument? What is the... until the time of Yaakov Avinu, until the 12 tribes were born, it was Avraham and Yitzchak were individuals, individuals that basically, held the entire world on their shoulders, but nevertheless they were individuals. So an individual can be meichel on this covenant. A melech cannot be meichel on this covenant. And nobody can if a country will kidnap the daughter of Obama, America's going to go to war. Yeah. It's just, you can't take the daughter of the king, and abuse her the way it was done before. This is casus belli. This is a reason for war. This is not, it's actually personal. Okay, you can be meichel, not meichel. That was the argument between Yaakov and Balaam, whether this already or not already. Apparently, after Binyamin was born, the father is B'chinas Melech. But until then, what's the... So Yaakov is B'chinas Melech. Yaakov, with his 12 children, He's already B'chinas Melech. He's already Yaakov is a B'chinas Melech. Dorach Kochav Yaakov. That's the second thing. This is Tiferes is the middle. And the third thing that we're ordered, Livnos Beis HaBechira, and to build for themselves the Beis HaBechira, Beis HaMikdash, Zeh B'chinas Moshe. This is the essence of the aspect of Moshe. So B'chinas Das. This is the awareness, as the Das, as it says in Sifri Kabbalah, that Beis HaMikdash equals Das. As Chazal said, Mi sheyesh bo de'el, anybody that has awareness, has a Das, Kilu nivno Beis HaMikdash b'yomov, as if the Beis HaMikdash was built during his time. Because Beis HaMikdash is the conduit through which awareness and Das, the true Das, comes to the world. And since Beis HaMikdash symbolizes, the Das, and Das is Moshe, so Beis HaMikdash alludes to Moshe. Zeh B'chinas, what we said before, we'll choose our inheritance that we said before. This is the Nachalateinu, our inheritance is Moshe. So to build the Beis HaMikdash, which is Moshe, is parallel to what the Pasuk said before. This is the Nekuda Elyoinu. Up to here, from Torah Dal until now, all this is Loshen Rabbeinu Zal. Now we're going to explain this whole Indian. What says V'zeh Peish, this is what it says before in the very first pasuk of Kras Yoshua. That's the first pasuk the Torah is predicated on. V'yomer Hashem el Moshe, and kol v'yomecha l'musa. Kodesh Baruch Hu called Moshe, says your days to pass away has come close. Kras Yoshua, call Yoshua. V'sias v'ba'ol moed, and be at oil moed. V'atzavenu, and I shall order him. And what is alluded to in this is as follows: Moshe u'nekuda elyoina. Moshe is the upper nekuda of the Aleph. V'Yeshua nekuda tachtona, and Yeshua is the lower nekuda of the Aleph. And that's what she said. V'siatzvu ba'oel, and come to the tent. Zeh B'chinas rakia. That's the sky. That's the filter that filters the light from Moshe to Yeshua. B'chinas avav shebetoch ha'aleph. That's the vav that is in the middle, that goes across in the middle of the aleph, that connects Moshe to Yeshua, and through which Moshe can mashpia to Yeshua. This is what he says. Vatzavenu, and I will order him. Ki Moshe tzarich limsor hakol Yeshua. Moshe had to give everything to Yeshua. Had to give the koyach to be manig and to rule and to guide of Am Yisrael, and he had to give him his spiritual, attention, whatever it is that Moshe attained. He had to give him the ancient and there's no rulership during the day of death, because when the tzaddik is alive, he can do whatever he wants. But in the day of death, there is no authority in the last day. Ki b'shas istalkos tzaddik, in the time when the tzaddik is mistalek, ein lo shlita v'koach le'il Yeshua, then he doesn't have the koach to illuminate into Yeshua. Ken diek, that's why the pasuk says vatzaveno, ani be'atzmi, Kodesh Baruch Hu himself will order Yeshua. Ki chazra Mshol HaKadosh Baruch Hu, because the Mshol came back to Kodesh Baruch Hu, and Kodesh Baruch Hu was mashpia the ability, the koach hanhoga, and the memshala, and the authority over Am Yisrael, in all the spiritual madregas to Yeshua. Because when the tzaddik passes away, he has talmidim, and these talmidim still bring forth the light of the tzaddik and his way to the world. And through the talmidim, it is possible to receive the light of the tzaddik. And the totality of this entire matter is called Betmunas Aleph. This is all symbolized in the form of the letter Aleph. Shu Nakuda Elyoina, that's the upper Nakuda. That's the, of the Aleph. And Nakuda Tachtoina, that's the lower leg of the Aleph. Ve'avav, the middle of the Aleph, Doik Me'oid. And be very, very, learn this, very, very deeply. Very, very deeply. We'll talk, Mitzvah Shem, more about this, but the main Nakuda, this is the Torah that Abnoson heard. This was the first time that the Rebbe intimated to him that he's going to get the entire Orah from Rabbeinu and give it over to the rest of the world. This is Gras Yeshua. But Hashem will continue tomorrow.